Welcome back to Sunday Brunch. We're live. We're about to try some drinks with Jack. Look at that. If we can just see the table there. Look at all those drinks.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
Just before we try those, though, it's time to for TV for Pets update. Yeah, these are your pets watching this week's TV for Pets. No snakes or lizards, Simon.
Yeah,
none of those. Luna here is in Cumbria watching the meerkats. We've got Dexter in Kent having a look. Next up is Arthur in North Yorkshire. Can you get close enough? Beryl in Nottinghamshire is having a good look. We've got Luna in Pontefract. Then we've got the cat, the only cat this week in Leeds, thinking there's lunch. And then Puma and Luna May in Surrey, finally. There you go.
They're quite calm, weren't they, around the meerkats?
They were quite calm. They enjoyed it, though. Great television.
Yeah, it's fantastic television.
Jack.
Hi, Jack.
How
nice
are you?
outfit.
Thank you very much. It's summer, so, you know, it's like get a bit of chest out. The wife loves it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sexy. Have you...
Incredible opening comment.
How have you been?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, been enjoying the weather and, you know, the wine. And when it's hot, you just want to drink, so it's good.
Yeah. Any news to report to us?
News-wise, I've just started working with the Hippodrome Casino, like our friend Max.
Yeah.
So I've been tasked to open a fantastic little bar for them in their basement.
Right.
So that's, you know, coming soon in a few months' time. And aside from that, been doing lots of travel. We launched our fantastic gin that we spoke about last time I was here. So that is now alive and living in the world and seeing how that evolves.
Exciting.
Very cool, yeah.
Is it exciting? Now it's kind of left the nest and it's out on its own on the world?
Yeah, there's no come down yet because it's just been so intense and everybody wants to taste it. And, you know, supply chain with alcohol is quite complicated, especially when you're launching globally all at once. So, yeah.
So what are we doing today?
We're doing spritzes. You know, it is the height of summer, and so everybody just wants super cold, super long, super fizzy drinks. And so I figured this is probably the easiest one I had to prepare for because spritzes have to be quite simple in themselves.
OK, before we try the first one, let's say cheers to our Sunday Brunch viewers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Simon. Cheers, Tim.
Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Simon. Cheers, Simon. Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Simon. Cheers, Tim.
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Simon.
I love that.
That was a good one.
Brilliant. So brilliant. Right, what's first?
So this is our watermelon and pinotage spritz. This one is made with two fantastic products.
to
Try them.
Chuck in, everybody.
Get involved, guys. We've got the fantastic Amaro Santoni, a lovely little Italian Amaro, and Amaro is something that's nice and botanical and bittersweet. And then that one is paired with probably my favourite wine at the moment, Potluck. It's called Potluck because essentially it's a pet nat, so you just don't know how fizzy it's going to be. In this case, it's delightful. And this is from South Africa. So it's a super juicy, unctuous
Pet nat's become very cool, hasn't it?
It's very cool, and it's hit and miss, I
Hipster
think.
bubbles, they call it.
That's
don't
right,
they?
yeah. I think the reason why it's become cool amongst producers is because it's a lower tax rate if it's still wine versus sparkling. But if it gets sparkling on the way, you know, it's not really your fault.
Okay.
But yeah, it's those two products with a little splash of watermelon soda, which you can just make in a soda stream with watermelon juice.
Alison, Neil, you were having a chat there. You like it?
Well, Neil's just said he'd have this for breakfast with poached eggs.
Poached egg.
So nice little breakfast cocktail, that, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's very
Slightly
refreshing.
bitter, not too sweet as well.
Yeah.
Aromatic.
The real judge here is Shirley because she said downstairs that she doesn't like cocktails, and so I need critique.
Not too sugary. It's still too strong for me.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not the sickly sweet. I don't like cocktails. They're too sugary.
Yeah, I want
What
to
are
say
you
it's on
drinking
national
when you're at
television.
Club Tropicana then? Are you drinking a pint?
Champagne.
Champagne.
The drinks were free, though.
Oh, yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not complaining.
Is watermelon making a bit of a comeback? I'm sort of seeing a lot more watermelon in bars these days.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just becoming more accessible, and bartenders are getting a little bit more creative instead of just shop-bought things. And so, you know, just having a juicer in the bar, which sounds quite basic, when you're looking at across like the wider UK, you just see slightly more elegant.
Very good start, that.
Should we try the second
Yeah.
one? What is the second one?
This is the Emma Spritz. Namesake of this drink is our founder, Renee, Miss Watson.
Ooh.
This is delightful. She famously doesn't like strong alcohols. This is light, delicate, sophisticated. We're using Rene, which is this lovely gin. It's a love letter to Chablis. Alex and Emma, who founded the brand, their dad has been making wine there for 30 years. And this is Dad's wine. This is Chris's wine. So we've also got a little bit of the Chablis in there as well. So elderflower, lemon, Chablis, and Rene.
That is delicious.
Amazing.
What is it?
That's nice.
Obviously, I know and Simon knows, but some of the viewers might not know. What is a spritz? What is the...
So a spritz essentially it's a cocktail, of course, really easy to construct, doesn't require any shaking or stirring, you can just build it in a wine glass with loads of ice. It's got to have some kind of base that's like botanical, so whether that's like a really botanical gin or like a bittersweet Amaro, traditionally like an Aperol Spritz. And then it's got to have a wine lengthener. So with Aperol Spritz, it's got Prosecco. In these cases, we've got a nice little kind of wine or wine alternative. And then obviously it's got to have bubbles.
Couldn't have said it about myself.
That is pretty nice, isn't it?
Alex, what do you think of that one?
Is this one for the bubble bath?
I genuinely thought the same. This is what I drink in the bath, and I would marry it.
Absolutely lovely.
Gorgeous.
I'm the fast pot. This would be
Yeah,
my, this
number
is
one
my,
so
This is my
far.
drink. Yeah.
Ramesh, you a fan of these drinks?
Yeah, I love these kinds of drinks. I mean, this one was great. This one is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this. It's really good.
Should we go on to the last
That is
one?
something in a
Normally
glass,
it's
isn't
like,
it?
you know, you can never please like a whole group of people with one
You
drink.
have done. You have
Yeah.
done. Well
What's the
done.
name of this one? Sorry.
That's the Emma Spritz.
Emerson.
Yeah.
Like sherbet.
It's
Do you remember
modelled after a
sherbet?
famous Spritz called the Hugo, which
The
is
Hugo?
an elderflower and Prosecco drink.
But it's Emma, did you say?
Yeah.
Ah, my beloved's name.
Oh, there you go. Here's to Emma.
Cheers, Emma. Right, test that last one.
All right, this last one is taking a slightly different approach. Instead of wine, we're using a really lovely cider from Somerset called Showerings. This is a triple vintage cider that drinks more like a wine. Fantastic on its own, but in a cocktail, it's wicked. And that's paired from a botanical perspective with Everleaf, which is a non-alcoholic product, non-alcoholic Amaro. It's got notes of vanilla, orange blossom, a little bit of saffron in there, just to add some complexity. Pretty tasty.
These are all delicious, aren't they?
Alex, you like that?
Yeah, it's got some farmyard funk about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Chappie, like that one? Not as much.
I had a difficult, very complicated summer with cider.
Yeah.
So it's not my favourite.
Is that White Lightning?
Yeah.
Which
You know those
summer is
park
this?
days.
Chappie, which summer is this? This summer or last summer? or-
It was about 10 years ago, and I had to put cider down. You know, it happens with a particular drink sometimes, but this is a nice gateway back in.
Brilliant.
I had a similar thing because I was actually cheated on by a girl called Cider. So I thought I was going to struggle with this, but I really like it.
That's like
same.
I can imagine that with barbecued meat. That one, and this one is your lobster, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the
My
sweet.
What about the watermelon?
Alison, which one goes well with
This
TMS?
one, I've got a real sweet tooth.
Yeah, breakfast.
That one with TMS.
Yeah, this would go down very well on the side of a cricket ground. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
accompaniment.
definitely.
We can always turn up with a little pop-up, you know?
Yeah.
Hey,
But don't
Your
you think
people
that?
can speak to the
Don't
cricket.
you think all of these just think, I just want to keep drinking them? That's the thing about Spritz.
Yeah.
You know, they're just so, they're refreshing as well as
And they
being...
always go with a little nibble, you know? You can't have Spritz without food.
Poached eggs.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jack. Good
Thanks,
to see you.
Jack.
Don't forget, for all the drinks featured in today's show, head to
amazing.
Sunday Brunch Food on Instagram. In just a moment, we're chatting to Alex, but first is what's coming up on next week's show.
The sun